Hi, my name's Steven J Humphrey, independent candidate for Bournemouth East at the next general election when we finally get one. I just want a couple of words about why we need a general election. Back in January, I set up the Facebook group 20 million Facebook users who want to sack Gordon Brown, although at the time I called it sack Gordon Brown, ! And I sent these emails off to David Cameron, Nick Clegg and to Gordon Brown himself and said, "Oi, you're sacked." The year before I sent them off emails saying you're sacked for gross incompetence and all that kind of stuff, right? And part of the mission of this Sack Gordon Brown Facebook group was to provoke a general election. As you can tell, it got absolutely fuck all. Got nowhere. And Gordon Brown's still in office, still abusing the system. His £250,000 a year income paid for out of taxpayers' money. And we didn't get a general election last Christmas, did we? So I set up an event for May. And I thought May would be a good time for a general election. Banged off emails again. Did I get a general election? Did you get a general election? No. And then a poll came out, I think it was Telegraph or The Independent or one of the big newspapers sent out a poll question: do you want a general election or not? And 54% of those that responded said, yeah, we want a general election. And even then, nobody listened. I even saw on David Cameron's blog that we the people, me and you, are losing confidence, quote, losing confidence with Gordon Brown. And did that get a general election? No. David Cameron even stood up in Parliament and said, we have no confidence in your leadership. And what happened? Gordon Brown went bah, 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 to and fro, half a dozen exchanges in question time, Prime Minister's questions, the works. And even then, we didn't get a general election. Why? Scratch his head in amazement. We the people want a general election. And still we didn't get one. May comes. 200 people joined the Facebook group, Sack Gordon Brown, and they all agreed with me, said, yeah, we want a general election. It's time this government was sacked, finished. Let's have a general election. We had MEP election, European Parliament, even had some local council elections. And still, the results were blatantly obvious. Labour came in bottom, 15%, the lowest election result ever last May. And still, Gordon Brown sits there in Parliament in Downing Street, milking the system for all he can get, banging on about vaccines and pandemics and the war in Afghanistan. Oh, let's go to Afghanistan, see what the troops are doing. So off he goes, flies off to Afghanistan, gives the troops a morale boost. Oh look, it's Gordon Brown, come to see us. Meanwhile, we the people, us, are sitting there saying, we want a general election, we want to go to the polls. Look, you've had a really bad election. Half a dozen of your MPs got sacked, whatever. It's all bollocks, it's all bullshit. And Gordon Brown still sits there, sitting pretty. And when eventually he does retire, he's going to walk away with £1 million. Why? We the people, even mad idiots like me, want to go to the polls. We want to tell Gordon Brown why we want to change government, why we want to fix the planet, climate change, do all the things that we need to do, and Gordon Brown ain't doing them. So there's my little nearly 6 minutes. I'll post it on YouTube, and you can join the group 20 million Facebook users who want to sack Gordon Brown if you want, or you can send me an email. You'll find it on Facebook. And my name is Steven J Humphrey, independent candidate for Bournemouth election East, for when eventually we get a general election. And I just wanted to say about the general election, we want it now. Ciao.